So kicking off this episode, episode is intended to be the final of a three-part series that I took very long to make. Now, I had a big plan for this video, but I wanted to be a little more unscripted. This video is really special to me to make because I did a lot of stuff here that I wouldn't normally do, and I went on an adventure that I just randomly decided to go on. You know, as always, I always start off every episode by filling my belly and enjoying my favorite dish, which is sourdough. Right, so what you can see here is this arrow is pointing to the east where the Royal Breeze Hotel is, and that's exactly where I stayed. This thing that you can see in the center here is a wreck, and it's called the Goslar. This had always been piquing my interest. Every time I pass nearby, I always saw it, and I decided, you know what, today is the day that I'm going to take it upon myself and go and explore this wreck. So I decided to just pick myself up and go. I made a friend. You'll see him coming up shortly. His name is Johnny. I had a lot of fun. I even got him into flying drones as well. And I got to explore this shipwreck here. That was something that I would have never normally done. I don't know what possessed me to do it, but I just did it. And I don't regret it to this day.
And I've always seen this sunken vessel in the middle of this river. I think this is the Comawina River. And I always wondered about it. And so today I had the opportunity to come up here on this sunken vessel. So we're in the middle of the Comawina River. Is this Comawina or Marawina? One of those. And this is amazing. This is amazing. What an experience, huh?
What an experience.
I'm just meeting my new friend from Trinidad, and he's got his camera and he's doing his video and so on, his blog or whatever. And I decided, you know what? Let me check with this truck, you know. So we got a boatman from over there, and we decided to come do this. And so this is so exciting, man. This is
very exciting.
This is something else, you know.
So a few questions anybody might ask themselves naturally is, who is Johnny? How I met him? Why am I even calling him my friend? And what's his story behind it? Well, we're gonna find out together tomorrow. So I spend the remainder of the night trying to come up with some sort of plan as to how I'm going to proceed. The only real plan that I had was basically to go walk down the street, fetch a boat, and try to convince one of the boat drivers to take me to the wreck, probably for a price, right? Maybe a high price. But I just had one goal in mind, and my only goal was to go on this wreck and nothing else. Everything else happened spontaneously. Coming up ahead shortly to my right is where the boats are, and those boats, there's where you will find people who will be willing to shuttle you across for a small fee. It's a very common means of transportation in Suriname. Of course, I felt very awkward walking around the place with my gimbal and my camera in hand, like I was being judged, but I didn't care, I didn't mind. It was a great experience nonetheless.
I'm looking to go across the river. How much is that to go to Port Harcourt? 7? What is special about this is that if you want to go it's like a tour almost. Yeah, I'll go with the full boat and just want to go over. And how much do you want to do? Sure. Alright, no problem. Good day, everybody. Good day, everyone. Did I go down there?
You know what? I was right to not care about being judged, even though I had my phone out and I was looking around and taking videos. At the end of the day, people so busy with their lives, nobody really cares about how you look, even when you're thinking that you look a certain way, nobody cares. You know, so I was free to take my pictures, take my videos, and just enjoy what I was seeing. So I'm approaching the wreck on my right here, and I'm just thinking, how am I going to convince this guy to get me across on this wreck with all these people on this boat? And I was like, I wasn't sure. I was looking at it, and I just knew that I had to go there. Those two balls that you see are called D shapes, and they basically signify that a vessel has run aground, or basically is in the shallow, and it signifies danger. That's something that they use in the marine world in terms of navigation. Coming up shortly is this brief interaction that I would have had with my friend Johnny, who you saw in the beginning. After disembarking the vessel and proceeding to pay the boat driver, is where I just randomly met him. He was a stranger to me and I didn't know what to think. Now my experiences have, led me to believe that you can't trust everybody. But something about this guy just stood out to me. And he asked me one question, and from there we started talking, and that was, as you know, it is how we met. You would see this interaction coming up. And it's pretty crazy to think you would just meet a stranger and call him your friend, but you will see how everything unfolded. Now I decided to blur the taxi driver's face because I didn't want to get him in any trouble. So to protect his identity, I decided to hide his face.
Thank you. Yeah.
Bro, what's up?
That's good.
Where you from?
Trinidad.
I'm from Guyana.
From Guyana?
I'm visiting just like you.
You visited?
Yeah. So I was just asking him how much to take in that boat there, that something boat.
Right.
I see you might want to do that.
You going?
I would go, but the thing is, I have my nieces
Right.
coming to pick me up here.
Right.
They have a car, so I'm wondering how long will it take? Yeah. 10 minutes to get
Yeah,
there?
there we go.
You want
You
to go?
see what I'm doing?
150.
So,
Yeah,
so I
150 is 300 for 300, right? Yeah. So 150, 150. You up to it?
yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. I was
Come on.
thinking about it, So
Don't worry, I don't put in anybody's face in the video and that kind of stuff because I don't even
I
want
know.
my face in the video. So
Yeah, I know.
I'll be cutting out everything.
So after I said that to Johnny, I ended up leaving in his face because after speaking to him, he didn't mind his face being in the video. So that's why I didn't cut out his face. So as I sat, Johnny and I started speaking. Just like that, we started sharing things with each other about our lives and our stories and getting to know each other.
Okay.
And I came here the first time when I was 15 years old.
Yeah.
I'm now 54.
Right.
And so from ever since then I've been coming and going all the time. But I no longer live in Guyana. I live in Curacao now. So
Curacao once already. Years ago actually with my mom. Okay. My mom basically made a deal with me that if I did well in school, she would take me to Curacao. And she kept her end of the bargain and it was nice, you know. I can't even remember all the names of the places and stuff.
I know.
But I stayed with in a like a little house with a guy named Carlo. Yeah.
I would not know that. But okay, let me see. I go Okay. So
If your face ends up in the video, do you want me to take it out?
I don't mind.
Alright,
I
no
don't
problem.
mind.
What's your name?
I'm Johnny. Pleasure meeting you. Okay, so for years I've been coming to this country and I've heard so much about this sunken boat.
And what's the history behind it? I myself.
I don't know the history behind it, but I've heard so much. You know, I've always heard that this boat was sinking, it was sunken, and it was a war vessel.
A war vessel, yeah, I heard the same.
So it's good going to the boat, the sunken boat. So, but this means that this area is not very deep.
No.
You see that? This is not very deep,
Yeah.
right? So it's such a pleasure going here now.
I know the change in tide very drastic.
Okay. Wow, look at this. Look at this. If I show my niece this, they're gonna be mad at me because they would want me to bring them.
They had to bring them.
You know. And I think you do it too, you know. This is what I'm wondering. But it is something.
Wow. I probably had to go and talk to the locals or something to find out what went on with this vessel here.
Poor guide here, man. Wow.
You ever been to Trinidad?
Oh yeah.
Frequent?
I just Trinidad a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
Because like I said, I live in Curacao, so I flew to Guyana. I went through Trinidad.
Oh, okay. You ever take part in carnival? I lived Trinidad my whole life. I'm 30 years old. I never take part in carnival, and it just wasn't something that really interests me. Yeah. And you've been to like all these special places and things already, Maracas Beach and all those different places?
I've been to a couple of places.
Okay.
One time I was there with a girlfriend and we went to the area that is close to Venezuela. There's a harbor there. We had dinner there. It's not it's a spot to Venezuela.
Chaguaramas? Yeah. That's kind of like in the northwestern peninsula.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
We have to do some driving. And the taxi that took me, there's an old Mercedes Benz. I love it so much. The driver, yeah, him and I interacted and all that. It was nice. Can you take us along on the boat? Yeah. We want to walk on the boat. Yeah. Huh? Yeah, exactly. So this part is not very deep. It's not very deep. Stop the boat right there. It's on the ground. Is there a lot of fish here? Plenty fish?
Yeah, it could be better.
Okay.
And I know those two black balls there, in terms of navigation, they are day ships.
What?
So those two like black balls there, that's a navigational warning.
Oh,
so it
it's a
basically
warning.
tells you, yeah, like during the day, when you're coming from a distance, it tells you that a vessel has run aground now.
Oh, okay.
Basically on the shore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, yeah, you gotta be careful.
Yeah. You want hand? Wow, this is crazy.
Kind of steel with this major. This is years, you know. Wow. Well, I don't know if you have to.
Sure. This is crazy.
There's the boat right over there. The boat right over there, that's where you cross. And it takes you over there. It takes you there. Right? And so I remember my mother, my brother, my sister, we crossed over there for years. And as we grew up and we got older, we did the same thing, you know, on our own. And I've always seen this sunken vessel in the middle of this river. I think this is the Comawina River. And I always wondered about it. And so today I had the opportunity to come up here on this sunken vessel. So we're in the middle of the Comawina River. This Comawina, Marawina, one of those. And this is amazing. This is amazing. What an experience, huh?
What an experience.
I'm just meeting my new friend from Trinidad, and he's got his camera and he's doing his video and so on, his vlog or whatever. And I decided, you know what? Let me check with it, you know. So we got a boatman from over there, and we decided to come do this. And so this is so exciting, man. This is
Very excited.
This is something else, you know.
I tell myself like a lot of my friends and all, they come here and honestly a lot of them are more interested in drinking. You know?
Yeah, partying, right?
Yeah, they're more interested in drinking and partying. But I personally believe like I can't come in a different country and not try to experience what they have to offer, you know?
Wow. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this. All right. Well, thank you very much.
No problem. I'm glad it was open to making the video and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, no
Let me take
problem.
out some pictures again with you.
Yeah, you can get like all over. Yeah. Wow.
This is crazy.
This is probably where the boat got damaged. Or something. Or got something. Alright. And this was just left here, huh?
Yeah. Check the pictures and make sure they're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. You see what you got in hand, you got a whole big thing there. This is perfect.
I took out a lot of pictures while they were walking up.
Nice, yeah. I can hear it in my earbuds there, so I know. Yeah, you take some. These are nice. Yep.
Thanks.
Telling you. Can you imagine? And I don't know what else you have to do, but it would be a good thing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not happening now, but what about later in the afternoon?
The thing is, I'll be leaving this evening. Yeah, so I told my friends, the guys that I came with, I said that once I come back in this evening, I might not come back out.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'll be back again. Good?
Wow.
I'll be back again.
Yeah.
Like the first week in December, the weekend after this one, yeah, I'll be back again.
Okay. Hey, this boat was. Tell me something about the boat.
The boat was a German ship, though.
Oh, it's a German ship.
It was a German ship.
You know, this little adventure that I took by myself today, it was just supposed to be me and my drone and exploring the shipwreck. And just by a funny twist of fate, I happened to meet a total stranger and just end up becoming friends. And you know what? As I said before, I have no regrets. I know that there might be a few questions that some of you might have. You might ask yourself, am I not afraid to fall in the water, or could I even swim? And to answer that question, in the short answer is yes, I am a capable swimmer. The next question that some of you may have, you might ask yourself, is it even safe to go out with a total stranger, somebody that you just met and that you don't really know? And to answer that question, I would have spent a certain amount of time feeling him out and getting to know him. And to me, I would have noticed nothing suspicious. Something that you will notice at the end of the video is that he even brought his family to meet me, which to me signals trust and transparency. And I figured if somebody had bad intentions, they wouldn't involve their loved ones. So I trusted my instincts and I went with it. Also, without revealing too much information, I am trained to assess people and situations, and I would have taken the necessary precautions, just as sharing my location with my loved ones and my colleagues. With the exception of the intro clip, I'm aware that there wasn't any drone footage during the video. So following shortly is a short series of clips that I would have put together to end off the 3-part video series of my time in Suriname. And as I always say in every single one of my videos, thanks for taking time out of your day to spend with me. And I hope you enjoy what I'm creating on this channel and what I'm aiming to do. I would like if you could like the video, share with your friends and subscribe to my channel. And please enjoy. This clip that just played is simple, but it's special to me because it's the last video that I would have taken in Suriname. And it was the video that Johnny wanted to see. Johnny wanted to see how good the camera quality was and how good the drone fly. And I sent up the drone. I took a slow pan, a 360 degree across the entire area. And he was so excited to see this drone fly. He was so excited to see me land it and bring it back. And I actually landed it in his hand. And after that, he was just like, he was sold. He was definitely sold because he was telling me how much he likes his drone, and he's telling me that he's gonna get a drone for himself. And I felt so good to be able to inspire him and get him into the drone hobby as well. You know, and it's nice to know that what I'm doing is just more than just flying, taking videos. I was able to inspire someone to do something and to follow something that excited him as well. So again, thank you guys for coming and watching this video and spending time with me. Just hit like, share, and subscribe.
Remember the days we were young, wild and free, basic getting sprung. We used to dance the night away, hang out the